Congratulations, it's a very exciting day. Today is the first day of your military career, which means that you have an unlimited set of possibilities available to you on what you choose to do in the military and where your career can take you. That is everything from serving the term of your contract you'll sign today, deciding it's not what you want to keep doing, and then coming back into the civilian world that's absolutely successful, something to be proud of, something to carry with you for the rest of your life, and something to be excited about. Alternately, you could choose to serve 10, 15, 20, or 30 years in the service, affect the lives of hundreds or thousands of your fellow service members, and make the nation and hopefully the world a better place in the process. It is absolutely up to you where you go in that range of options. You can find something to do in the military, I guarantee it. If there's a civilian job out there, I guarantee the military is doing some version of it somewhere inside the military. So find something you love, go out and do it, get training on it, work hard, and I think you can very much enjoy your time in the military. I would ask you to keep a couple things in mind as you start your service today. Today you join a professional military, and the idea of being a professional is very important to us. It's very important for you as you go off to basic training to start your career and start your training as a member of the military. When I say that we're a professional military, it's essential to who we are because the American people trust us as professionals to determine what's best for the service. They trust us to understand what's the best thing for the Navy, how the Navy should run, how the Air Force should run, how the Army should run. They let us, members of the military, decide who joins, decide who serves, decides who gets promoted and what we train on. And all of that trust is based on the understanding and the expectation that every person from the newest airman, or newest sailor, newest soldier, to the most senior general or admiral in the service understands what his job is, and they are well trained and they understand what they're responsible for. And you are now part of that. So when you go to basic training, there's a great responsibility for you to learn everything that you can while you're there. So you're extremely qualified and you're able to go to your first unit after your technical training and become a contributing member and continue to learn and continue to improve the service. So when it's your time to lead, you can make good decisions. All right. So please learn everything you can at basic training. Second thing to remember is that you're also joining a service that is defined by its traditions. All right. The Navy, the Air Force have amazing traditions. Some of the finest services of their kind in the world. The Navy draws on traditions that come back, and we inherited many of them from the British where we started. We formed our own traditions. The Air Force is one of the first air forces in the world. Grew out of the Army when you started as the Army Air Corps. So you can trace your roots back to the very founding of this country. So that's an important thing to remember. It's an important thing to understand that those traditions over hundreds of years have given you great examples of men and women who have served in peacetime and in war and done great things for this country. And that you should strive to emulate their great example and continue to keep those traditions alive in the service because they are a great definition of who we are, a great piece of who we are. You are also have the great opportunity to help form and write the next chapter of our traditions as you move forward in the service. You're going to have the opportunity to serve around the world, to serve in a time when there's a lot changing in our services, a lot changing in the way the world works. We live in exciting times, interesting times. So while you go about your work, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold, I apologize. Go about your work, make sure you're setting a good example for those who will come after you. Last thing I'll encourage you to do while you're basic training is call home. All right? Got a lot of people here in Western Washington who care about a lot about you, about your success. Many of them have come in to see you off today. I guarantee they're going to sit at home while you were at basic training and worry about you. They're going to worry about how terrible the food is, how little sleep you're getting, and how awful your drill instructors are being to you. I guarantee you it is not that bad, but they're going to sit at home and worry about it anyway, unless you call home and tell them you're doing all right and you're enjoying yourself and you're learning. All right? You'll also feel better for knowing that everything's all right back here. Your car still runs, the dog is still alive, yada, yada, yada. You'll feel better for knowing that everybody at home is doing just fine and you can concentrate on what you need to be doing at work. All right? Overall, we are so excited to have you join in the service. We're looking forward to seeing the great contributions you're going to make and the way you're going to improve the military and America through your service. All right. While you recite the oath today, I'm going to ask you to repeat, do solemnly swear. You may substitute that statement with do solemnly affirm. I'm also going to ask you to repeat, so help me God. You may choose to omit that phrase. Have you been briefed on and do you understand the DoD applicant briefing on separation policy, restrictions on personal conduct in the armed forces, and UCMJ Articles 83, 85, and 86?
Yes, sir.
Good. Does anyone have any questions, reservations, or reluctance to enlisting at this time? Good. Anyone joining the National Guard? Applicants, attend, who?
Aim high.
It's all right. You're excited. I like it. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Chancellor Stolberger,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and that I will obey the orders
and that I will obey the orders
of the President of the United States
of the President of the United States
and the orders of the officers
and the orders of the officers
appointed over me
appointed over me
according to regulations
according to regulations
and the Uniform Code
and the Uniform Code
of Military Justice.
of military justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right. Congratulations. Welcome to the United States military. Let's give them a round of applause.